So right now, I think there's a slight issue with organizing. Black Lives Matter is out. Too many black people are being murdered by these cops, and it's already people are coming out in the street. They want to get rid of the police. We don't need police. We're owned by, you know, all these other things that the police are protecting. But we have, look, the West is on fire, the South is flooding, you know, women are having their uteruses stolen, you know, immigrants are in cages. You can't even list off how many problems there are that are major, let alone the small problems that we face in this country. But it's a perfect time. It's a perfect time, and I know that we have, like, you know, everybody has differences and stuff, but really these demands can come out in mass, and we can force a president at this point. I do not like Biden. I do not believe that he is an answer to anything. But what about no health care? No Biden. What about, you know, no changes in cop issues? No Biden. We have to get rid of this, like, the fascist tendencies of Trump. That's got to go. And I only see, and I only see a slight out with Biden. And I don't by any means, like, support Biden. I just support policy. And his policies are slightly better than Trump's. I mean, he actually
So I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you that, Commie Rob. But what I'm going to say on that is, and hopefully this allows us to avoid completely the vote or don't vote discussion, is Biden just isn't going to win. That's my take. Like, I really feel like what he will bring or what he won't bring kind of doesn't matter, because I'm all in. He doesn't have a chance.
It's going to be really, really, really difficult for him to win after his party completely shot down people's actual platform.
I agree.
Within the context of that party, I mean.
And I'll also say this. Maybe this is a little more revealing than I should probably be, but I don't actually pay my bills from George Soros. I actually pay my bills from right-wing sources. I do phone surveys for a living. That's what I do. And if the only people that have the money to fund fucking mass nationwide phone surveys are the right wing. So that's unsub me if you want, but the way I fund my ability to fucking have a place to live is I say right-wing lies. I call people and tell them right-wing bullshit lies. And let me tell you this. I call people all over the country all day, and the vast majority of them are voting for Trump.
Yeah.
One of the very first questions I ask people, and it doesn't matter what the survey is, there's all kinds of different surveys. They always start out, are you voting for Trump? Are you voting for Biden? How much do you support Trump? How much do you support Biden?
Scale of 1 to 10 or whatever.
People are all in for Trump, dude. He's going to win. He's going to win. I have called so many fucking states and so many different demographics. And let me tell you this, the people who do say they're voting for Biden categorize themselves as, at best, moderate, but more often than not, conservative.
Yep.
Shit, you know.
Yep.
Rarely do I ever call someone that says I'm a liberal. And let's be clear, no one on this stream or in this video, it's not a stream, it's a pre-recorded video, but no one here is a liberal. Fuck liberals. I think everybody here is in unison in saying liberals are not our comrades, they're not our allies, and they're not our fucking friends.
Correct.
We
We're
are
collaborators.
leftists. We are revolutionaries. We are anti-capitalists. But the people I'm calling all over the country, even if they're not voting for Trump, which I'm telling you, fam, 8 out of 10 people that don't hang up when they find out it's a survey are voting for Trump.
Yep.
And the ones that aren't, that are going to go Biden, they're categorizing themselves as conservative. And I'll tell you what, the vast majority of them do not support defund the police. Even if they say that they really super support Black Lives Matter, they almost universally, at best, have a tacit support for defund the police. Trump
Think
is going
about
to
this,
win.
though, Aaron. Think about this, though. Think about this. It's like, think about what demographic of people will actually pick up the phone when you call them.
Right.
Or have landlines.
Okay, so so that's a good point, Rad, and let me retort by saying this.
You're calling are probably just in the older
They're not just
demographic that
landlines.
Still talks on the phone.
They're not
or...
just landlines. Rad, I
No,
talked to...
but who pick up their cell phones, I mean, when people call. I don't pick up my cell phone when people call me.
Okay. I guess it's anecdotal, but
Yeah.
but it's not. I mean, I'm calling people from all over the state and asking them very specific questions. I mean,
Between the demographic of voters, I'll give you that.
Yeah, there's also that. So it's hard to tell. I mean, it's hard
I just
to
think
look
he's
at
going to
what
win,
this
and that's what
exercise
brings me
is
to
representing.
that was my long-winded retort
Well, I think he's going to win too.
to where I don't like. I'm not
Right.
gonna. I would much rather have a beer with Joe Biden than Donald Trump, and that's the extent of it. I still think he's a racist scumbag. I get what you're saying, Rob, and if the chasm between them was broader, I think it might have had an impact on the electorate.
Right.
My forecast is that there was no chasm. There was a sliver of difference between them. And yes, it exists. I agree that it exists. Biden walking into the room doesn't make me want to barf and smash things. Trump does. I have Trump derangement syndrome. Okay? Fuck it. Whatever. Come at me, patriots. Gaslight me. I have full-on Trump derangement syndrome. That guy is such a disgusting fucking scumbag that, dude, his face is enough to make me, get up and physically start fucking, pointing at the wall and yelling and shit.
Yeah.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah.
And I'm not ashamed of it because it is so disgusting that any response short of that is, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, you're a brainwashed scumbag fucking death cult fascist terrorist piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
The only people who like Trump right now, are the death cult fascist terrorist pieces of shit. That's the only people.
Right.
There's no other kinds of people that support Donald Trump. The people that are at least okay with those 4 things I just said, that Aaron just said.
Yeah.
All of them.
I actually don't disagree with you, but I don't want to stop fighting.
No, we don't stop farting. No. Actually, I just sort of Freudianly said farting.
Did you stop farting?
No, we definitely do not stop farting. But we don't stop fighting, Commie Rob. And here's the thing: is we refocus we refocus the focus of our fight. The fight is joining an anti-capitalist, revolutionary, leftist organization. If you're not an ex-felon that will be put in prison for ex-felon in possession of a firearm, you need to be organizing with your comrades with a firearm and in firearm use and in military tactics and usage of not offensive military tactics, but proper defensive military tactics. It is not about voting. This is real. These motherfuckers are hot and have huge heterosexual fucking heaving boners for murdering literally anyone that Trump tells them it's okay to murder, which is black people, gay people, trans people, brown people, indigenous people, anyone
who supports those people.
Anyone who supports those people. Anyone who supports Nancy Pelosi. Anyone who wears a mask in public is a target. Is Antifa terrorist pedophile. QAnon has exposed you. If you wear a mask, you're a pedophile from Antifa BLM terrorism for Satan. Muslims. That's you.
That's what they're saying.
Right.
And if you disagree with any of that, if you're against any of that, you're now a terrorist.
Right.
Oh, shut up! Silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in. Well, I heard Biden was a loser. I mean, look, Joe never got more than 1%, except Obama took him off the crash heap, and now it looks like he's failing. It looks like his friends from the left are going to overtake him pretty soon. But I heard his whole campaign is to hit Trump. You look at what the Obama administration did in terms of the military, in terms of security, in terms of other nations, in terms of almost everything. Much of it now, fortunately for everybody here, has been overturned. But look, when a man has to mention my name 76 times in a speech, that means he's in trouble. Now, I have to tell you, he's a different guy. He looks different than he used to. He acts different than he used to. He's even slower than he used to be. I'd rather run against, I think, Biden than anybody. I think he's the weakest mentally. And I like running against people that are weak mentally. I think Joe is the weakest up here. The other ones have much more energy. I don't agree with their policies. But I think Joe is a man who, I call him 1% Joe. Because until Obama came along, he didn't do very well. But look, but I don't bring him up.
This is a guy who does everything to separate and frighten people. It's about fear and loathing. It's about what he calls people, the names he calls them. No president. I mean, it's bizarre. And it's damaging. And so I think he's genuinely a threat to our core values. And he's a threat to our standing in the wall. The D-Day ceremony. It was astounding to me that he was tweeting attacks on everybody from the Mayor of London to Bette Midler. He found time to go after Bette Midler.